Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? We have such an exciting video for you guys today. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you guys for tuning in. You probably know what this is already. The title of the video, the thumbnail of the video gives it away. As you guys know, I am huge into financial security and financial independence and investing and stocks and crypto and buying and selling shoes and really you name it. I enjoy making money. I won't beat around the bush. Recently, as I've started to see success with small screen and my investments and of course YouTube for the past 8 years, I've wanted to diversify a little bit. And since really September, I have been looking for a house to purchase in Winnipeg. Not for myself to live in. I don't really envision myself living in Winnipeg long term, or at least not primarily in Winnipeg. I always envision myself coming back here to visit friends and family. Anyway, I'm getting off track. About a month ago, I bought a home in Winnipeg. It is the perfect rental property that I was looking for. It is my absolute dream house that I was looking to buy. The location is amazing, the price is amazing, the house itself is incredible, and I just got possession of it 2 days ago. So I'm gonna be giving you guys a whole house tour. This is the largest purchase that I've ever made by a factor of about 20. Previous to that, my watch is the largest purchase that I've ever made, and this is 24, 25 times more expensive than my watch. A little bit terrified about it. Hopefully I know what I'm doing, except I think it's an amazing investment. I'm not gonna take too much of your time though. Let's hop over to the house and I'll give you the full tour. Okay, so here we are. This house was built in like 1911. It's very old, but it also has a lot of character. There's 2 units. The house has sort of been split after it was built. So there's the bottom unit here and the top unit here. This is a 1-bedroom. That is a 4-bedroom. The 4-bedroom is a lot cooler. It's like brand new and it's beautiful. Not that this place isn't cool, but we're gonna start with this 1-bedroom here. So this suite in Winnipeg, and it's so cheap compared to New York. It is so cheap. It's basically free. This would rent out for about 1,300 Canadian. That's what I have it pegged at, and it's really nice. It's a big, 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 gorgeous 1-bedroom. This is the living room here, so it's really big. This is way bigger than anything I'd be getting in New York for a living room. It has a giant window. It has a fireplace, which doesn't actually work, and I'm probably gonna have to like install a shelf in there so that they know that it's not a real fireplace and they don't try and light the entire place on fire. I actually really like the bottom unit. It's a lot more original to the home and what the home probably looked like when it was built. Like it has much older wood floors, which I kind of like. It gives it some character. It also creaks a little bit. You can hear it when you're walking around. There's this really cool shelving unit. Now, when I was looking to buy a house, one thing that I wanted was something that like I didn't need to fix. I am busy, I have 0 handyman skills, and I am cheap. So I didn't want to have to buy a house and then spend 30 grand in 3 months renovating it. So this is like very much turnkey, ready to go. There's some super small things that we need to fix. For instance, if we go into the kitchen, this is pretty much the only fix that we need in the kitchen. There's these 2 screws here, which are obviously gonna leave holes if you rip them out, and I don't wanna have big holes in the wall. So option 1 was repainting the entire wall, which would take a lot of time. Option 2 was getting this shelf, which perfectly covers the screw holes. It's about 1/2 inch coverage on each side of the wall. So this is like the perfect shelf. I'm just gonna screw that up there. Don't need to paint the wall. It's genius. This is the kitchen. The kitchen's definitely a little old. I feel like 5 years from now, probably gonna need to update the kitchen. We got a fridge, we got a stove, we got a counter. The kitchen is probably the least cool area of this suite, I'd say, but you know, it's a kitchen. It cooks your food. What else do you really need it to do? And then moving over here, we have just a little mudroom. This is the side entrance to the ground floor. It's nothing really too cool. It's basically like your front hall closet. And then the bathroom on this floor, once again, maybe 5 years from now, needs some updating. The medicine cabinet is a little smaller than I'd like it to be, but this window sort of gets in the way of you having a bigger medicine cabinet. So maybe even just like some shelves there would probably do the trick, but once again, it gets the job done. And then this is sort of like an interesting layout where the 1-bedroom in this suite has 2 entrances. So you can come in from that way, or you can come in from the living room, which is kind of interesting, but I love this. It's a huge 1-bedroom. My guess would be probably 13 by 12, and then a little bit of a jut in for the closet here. And the closet's really big. You could keep like your unwanted children in there and they'd fit great. It's honestly like the amount of space you're getting in here is really not bad. And you have like a second quasi closet here where you can stack up all your stuff as well. So this is the main floor. It's pretty good. As I said, this will rent out for around 1,300 Canadian dollars in Winnipeg, which is pretty good. Once I'm done showing you the entire house, I'm gonna talk about how much I paid for it, how much it was listed for, how much I'm renting both the suites out for, what I assume could be made on a monthly basis, and then the long-term capital appreciation and yearly return on investment after owning the place for 30 or 35 years. That's really the most exciting part to me. I know you guys probably wanna see the house and all the cool features that the house has. I wanna tell you guys about how much I'm gonna make off of buying this house 30 years from now. Moving up to the second unit, the one on the top floor. So we're gonna go around here. There's dual access to the basement, and the basement is unfinished and not worth showing you. Just picture a concrete unfinished basement. Doesn't quite look like a murder basement, but it's just an unfinished basement. Okay, here we are. I realized I've been wearing my jacket the entire time and it is kind of getting a little bit hot, so we're just gonna put that to the side. So this suite is 2 floors. It is the second floor and the third floor. It is the second floor and the third floor, and it is gorgeous. So the previous owners of the house owned and lived in the second and third floor unit. So it's really nice. This is the living room and dining room. So here they had a dining room table when I went to go look at the place, and then here they had a really nicely laid out living room. I really like it. Like, they used to have a wall here where you couldn't really see anything and it closed off the place, but then they kept the support beams and sort of did this pillared look, which I think is really cool. They have this custom shelving unit that they built in here, which is really nice, and they have a gas fireplace down here, which is really nice, which is emanating heat right now. I should probably find a way to turn that off. Where do I turn that? I still don't know where the switches are for anything in this house. Overall, the living room is huge. I really like it. The windows are massive, tons of natural light, and if you look out the windows, there's a bunch of awesome old houses that have cool colors. Tons of old, really nice houses. It's a cool neighborhood. It's central, but it's still very like calm, and there's not a lot of traffic. But there's also a bunch of restaurants and bars and like laundromats and shops and stuff all around here. So like if you didn't want to leave your neighborhood and get in the car, you could do that here, which really isn't something you could say for a lot of places in Winnipeg. So that's one reason that I like this location. I think it's gonna be pretty easy to rent out. I know people love kitchens. I'm not a big kitchen guy, but let's show you the kitchen. So this is the kitchen right here. I think this is gorgeous. Like, this is a really, really nicely done kitchen. As I said, the owners used to live here, which is why everything looks so nice. You wanna see the cupboards? Look at the cupboard. Are you ready for this? I wasn't ready for this. Whoa. You wanna see something else cool? Whoa, soft close as well. It is absolutely amazing. Look at that. And they have brand new countertops, brand new backsplash, brand new appliances. This microwave is way too fancy. There's not even any buttons on it. You need to open it up, and then the buttons are on the inside of the microwave. Look at that. See, you can't do anything when the microwave is closed. The buttons are on the inside. This microwave is way above my pay grade. Hopefully whoever's living here can figure out how to use it, because I certainly can't. Really nice kitchen island, and then the bathroom over here, I should mention, there's heated floors as well. Where else are you getting heated floors? Like, this place is the epitome of luxury. This suite is gonna rent out for like $2,500, $2,600. And as I said, there's 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms. There's in-unit washer and dryer, and this is the first of the 2 bathrooms. Really nice. You got your tub, you have your nice walk-in shower with your brand new waterfall shower head or rainfall shower head or whatever they call them. I'm not a real estate agent. It's really nice though. And then a cool thing is that in this unit, there's 2 enclosed balconies that you have. So this is the first one, and obviously it's winter, so it's not the best place to hang out right now, but they have, it's all enclosed. And then if you see, they have these little like pipes here. Well, not these ones. These ones aren't connected, but they have pipes over there that, see, they're hanging from those pipes. Those are sprinklers that are running water up from the ground floor, so you could have your own little garden on the 2nd story balcony, and you don't need to worry about like lugging water up to the 2nd floor, and you can just have your sprinkler system. So that's pretty cool. 3 of the bedrooms are on the top floor. 1 bedroom is in here, which is this one. Now, this is one of the few things we need to do for this house before it gets rented out, is paint it. I hate this color. It's disgusting. It looks like a dandelion threw up on you, and we're definitely gonna be changing this. But this is the first bedroom. There's tons of closet space. You got 2 closets that are this big. As I said, we need to paint. But then you also have the in-unit laundry in this bedroom. So if this is like a family, then fine, the kid can deal with his mom and dad coming in to do laundry. But if this is like 4 friends, I feel bad for whoever draws the short straw and has to live in the bedroom where everyone is going in and out to do laundry in their bedroom. But c'est la vie. I'm sure they will find a way to deal with it. Might need to put some grease on the doors as well. Okay, let's go up to the 3rd floor now and check out the rest. So the 3rd floor has 3 bedrooms, and that's pretty much it. One of them is the master suite, has another bathroom up there. So let's go check that out. Okay, here we are on the 3rd floor. So first, I love the floors. The floors are brand new hardwood. Very nice, very shiny, very glossy. It's probably a little bit orange up here. I didn't bring my studio light, my apologies. So this is the first of one of the bedrooms up here now. The people living here previously had this converted into more of like a family room or like a hangout room, a den, a games room. There's a TV mount here. Once again, this is all gonna need to be repainted. This is a hideous cranberry color, but we're gonna keep the TV mount so whoever is living here can easily just slap their TV up there, which, you know, it's easier than having a tenant try and drill holes into your walls, which is a whole nightmare. You don't want tenants drilling anything into your walls. Then moving over here, we have another bedroom. This is probably the smallest of the 4 bedrooms. Well, I mean, it's definitely the smallest of the 4 bedrooms. You could fit, realistically, you could fit like a double bed in here and then maybe like a chair or a very small workstation. But it does have, once again, an absolutely massive closet. The closets in this house are giant. The biggest closet is in the master bedroom, but we'll get to that in a second. If you come over here, I guess also I should show you the closet space. Sorry, cameraman. Closet space here. Really nice closet space. Lots of room to put whatever you need to put here. Towels, suitcases, all of that type of stuff. And of course, there's a bunch of storage in the basement as well, which is really important. But this is the master bedroom. This is a pretty nicely sized room. Once again, we're gonna need to paint it. They have very unique paint choices in this house. This is the master suite here. So you have your nice mirror. You have a non-fog section of the mirror, which is kind of cool. So if you're, you know, taking a steamy shower, this part of the mirror is not going to steam up. If you're 5'4", then that's very useful. If you're a regular human height, it's not very useful. You need to sit down in the tub to use the non-fog mirror. But it's a cool feature. Once again, the showers are really nice. It's a big shower. Has your rainfall shower head. I really like these when you go to hotels and you have those nice showers. Well, whoever lives here gets that every single day. Has a jacuzzi, which is really cool. That's a nice selling feature as well. And then we're gonna show you the closet, but there's 2 more things in this master bedroom. Honestly, if you lived here, you might never need to leave your master bedroom because you have another little closet here, I guess, which is nice. That would be good enough, but the walk-in closet we'll get to in a minute is even better. But then you have a nice little nook here if you wanna make this a reading nook or your home office. This is really enough space to set up whatever you wanted. You could set up a small little love seat, you could set up a desk and a chair, you could set up some bookshelves and a little chaise where you could lounge on and read, and it's right inside your master bedroom, which is really cool. Now, this is the master bedroom closet. It is huge and it has motion sensor lights, which is really cool. But this is the closet. Come in here, get a good look. We got room over here. If we turn around, you have tons of room over here, and it goes like literally all the way back here. And they put like these nice track LED lights in here, which makes it look very nice. And then finally, the last part of the house is the 3rd floor balcony. So this is finished really nice. Like there's hardwood floors on the balcony up here. And once again, it's all enclosed. This would be a great place to hang out in the spring and summer. Unfortunately, in Winnipeg in December, maybe not the best place to hang out, but it's pretty cool. So that pretty much wraps up the tour of the house. I know that was very quick. It's a lot of house to cover. This place is 2,300 square feet, I believe. Now we're gonna talk about how much it was listed for, how much I paid for it, what the monthly expenses look like, how much I expect to rent it out for, and 30 years from now, what is my fingers crossed expected return on investment. So I really lucked out when buying this house. I think I was probably one of the only people that was seriously looking at it because the owners of this place listed it way too high. The original listing on this house was $650,000. And it was on the market for like 2 months and it really wasn't getting many bites at all. So I came to look at it and loved it, not for the price though. I put in an offer of $520,000, and there's a little bit of rebuttal back and forth, and we ended up agreeing for a final selling price of $540 and change. I was personally really happy with that price. I think it's a super fair value for what stuff in the neighborhood is selling for, and especially you're not finding many 110-year-old houses with a duplex unit that looks this nice and is this well done in the neighborhood. So I think I actually got a pretty good deal. The mortgage rates are also insane. I have a 1.2% mortgage rate right now, which is nuts. I know in Canada, the mortgage rates are even lower than they are in the States. The States, you could probably get like 2.05, 1.9 if you're lucky. I got 1.2, which is nuts. It's essentially, you're getting paid to have a mortgage at this point, because the actual dollar value of the mortgage is depreciating due to inflation a lot more than the interest is dinging you for having the mortgage. So all in, out of pocket, closing costs, down payment, money I'll need to like buy paint and stuff, it's around $67,000 all in, everything, land transfer, lawyer fees, down payment, repair costs, everything, $67,000. My mortgage is $1,957 a month, so let's just call that $2,000 for easy math. Since the owners were living here, I received a full utility cost report of the last 5 years, and utilities on average are just under $300 a month, so let's call that just $300 a month. Property tax is just under $350 a month, but let's call that $350 a month. And those are really all the fixed expenses. Now, obviously repairs will come up, but we're not budgeting in the repairs for the fixed expenses. Those will be more reoccurring sporadic expenses. $2,800 a month is our fixed cost. Now for renting this out, as I said, the bottom floor will be around $1,300 and this unit will be $2,600. So let's just assume the lower end of $2,500. Altogether then, renting it out is $3,800 a month. So that means each month we're gonna have a positive cash flow of $1,000 before maintenance. Now obviously there will be maintenance coming up now and then, but it has a brand new roof. Most appliances are brand new in this place. I won't be needing to replace a roof or any appliances for at least 5 years, the roof for 20 years. The repairs coming up now will be littler things like a plumbing issue or an electrical issue or a hole in the wall or something like that. So those expenses will be minimal, at least for the next few years. So right now, prior to maintenance, it's gonna be having a positive cash flow when rented out of $12,000 a year, which is amazing considering that my all-in initial investment was only $67,000. So without even taking into consideration that I'm paying down the mortgage principal every month, I'm gonna be getting roughly a 16% annual return on my initial investment just through the cash flow. Now here's the cool part. I'm gonna pull out my phone to do the math for you. I wanna see for the $67,000 that I've put in, after the property appreciates over the next 35 years and after I've been receiving cash flow for the next 35 years, assuming rent on average goes up 2% a year, I'm gonna tell you how much my ROI on this property will be 35 years from now from my initial investment of $67,000. Now I'm going to take into assumption that on average there's going to be around $4,000 of repairs per year, which some years it might be 500 bucks and some years it might be $15,000. So I think $4,000 is a very fair assumption. So without even considering the positive cash flow of renting this out, just paying off the mortgage and owning this property for the next 35 years, if there is a 2.5% annual appreciation of houses in Winnipeg, which is very conservative to say, and it mimics what the market in Winnipeg has done over the past several decades. So just an annual 2.5% appreciation on this house will mean that this house 35 years from now is worth around $1.3 million. So that means 35 years from now, I will be able to sell this house for $1.3 million with my initial investment only having been $67,000. Now, what that doesn't take into account is the positive cash flow from renting this out the entire time. Now, assuming that I did nothing but keep that positive cash flow in a checking account, I didn't invest it in anything else, I didn't buy any other rental properties with it, I just kept it in a checking account, assuming that the rent goes up 2.5% a year on average as well, after the 35 years, I would have $567,000 of positive cash flow sitting in a checking account just from renting out this house. So all in all, if I didn't invest any of that positive cash flow, after accounting for an average of $4,000 a year of repairs and the appreciation of the house, I will have turned $67,000 into 1.8 and change. $1.8 million after 35 years from an initial investment of $67,000. Now, obviously this isn't a passive investment. It takes work. You need to find tenants, you need to fix things, you need to make phone calls to plumbers and such. It's not a passive investment, but the returns you can get on a house are really astronomical. And I knew real estate was a good investment, but I honestly didn't know how good of an investment it was until I sat down and crunched the numbers, and it's kind of mind-blowing. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't bore you too much with the numbers here. I'll be back really soon with a brand new video. I think we have some Yeezys coming out later this week that I'm gonna try and grab, but yeah, I really appreciate you watching this video. This is probably the most fun I've had making a video in a while. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and peace.